life. Speak to your circumstances. Speak to your mountain. Remember, Michelangelo said, in that rock is a masterpiece. He was referring to the statue David, which is the greatest sculpture in the world. And he looked at that mountain. He was on a caravan, like you're on a caravan for success. He was under pressure because the emperor at that time, the ruler, had commissioned him to make the statue David. And he was having challenge after challenge after challenge. Like maybe you might be having challenge. But he kept speaking to those circumstances. He kept speaking to those circumstances. He kept saying, I will find the perfect marble. I will find the perfect marble to create the statue, the sculpture David. What are you saying about your circumstances, even though you may be under pressure? He was under tremendous, immense pressure to perform. When you were under the emperor and they gave you an assignment and paid you in advance, you better deliver. Like maybe you might be feeling the pressure in your life. Maybe you might be feeling like this isn't working out. You know, everything happens, in my opinion, after 790 years on this planet. Everything happens to entice you to say something. Oh, dang it, I knew it wasn't going to work. No. Oh, man, I knew they weren't going to show up. No. Oh, I knew something wasn't going to work out. No. That's the voice of a loser. You've got to remember, you've got to teach your mouth and add learning to your lips. You got to teach your mouth how to speak positive. You got to teach your mind how to think positive. You see, I was under attack like Michelangelo was on attack. He stopped the whole caravan and stopped them and said, in that rock is a masterpiece. Which rock, metaphorically, are you pointing to? You got to point to your circumstances and say, in that rock, in this time, in this season, in the greatest blockchain technology, trillions of dollars being transferred, I'm going to etch out VP5. I'm going to become the next VP. I'll be in charge of the supersorial. I'll be the next editor. I'll be the next filmmaker. You know, George Lucas, who created Star Wars in Indiana, he said, you can't do it unless you can imagine it. George Lucas, who created Star Wars in Indiana, he said, you just can't do it unless you can imagine it. What can you imagine? I imagine that wallet was still in that parking lot. I spoke to that wallet. I spoke to those circumstances in spite what my mind was trying to tell me, in spite the fear that was jumping on me, like your mind might be telling you about maybe your personal relationship with your spouse, or your personal relationship with your mate, or your finances, or your business, or the direction that you're going through. Maybe you're fighting with depression. Speak to that mountain. Maybe you're dealing with anxiety. Speak to that mountain. Maybe you've got a drug issue. Speak to that mountain. Whatever the situation, like Michelangelo, you speak to that situation. Like George Lucas, the inventor and creator of Star Wars in Indiana, he said, you can't do it unless you can imagine it. What are you imagining? See yourself, spend time. Because Albert Einstein said, imagination is greater than knowledge. Because knowledge is limited, imagination is endless. Imagine yourself in that situation. See yourself in that situation. And remember that I can, I will, and that settles it. I can, I will, and that settles it. Say it with me. I can, I will, and that settles it. Say it with me. I can, I will. Unmute yourselves. Unmute yourselves. Unmute yourselves. I can, I will, and that settles it.
And that settles it.
I can, I will,
and I will, and that settles it.
That settles
That's right. That's right. You are a champion. Now say this after me. I'm speaking the right words.
I'm speaking the right words.
I'm speaking the right words.
At the right time.
At the right time.
To be effective.
To be effective.
And super successful.
And super successful.
In every area of my life.
in every area of my life.
Listen to me, champions. Listen to me. I had an opportunity when that wallet, I mean, I had almost $30,000 in my corporate credit account. I had almost $50,000 worth of credit card, available credit, because my balances are close to zero. So I had almost $70,000 in my wallet that someone could have ran away with my mind. My mind was kind of trying to go crazy, like a flag at high mast on a big windy day. I mean, my mind was trying to go crazy. I had to pull that mind into subjection and say to myself unequivocally, unapologetically, I had to say to myself unambiguously, I had to say to myself, I will find that wallet. That wallet is coming back to me now. That wallet is coming back to me. I'm challenging you today to ask yourself, what are you saying about your success? Consistently. Because consistency and persistency is the sandpaper that'll sand away any obstacle in your path. And what I want for you, my prayer for you, is that you become so committed to Motivational Thursdays that you begin to get this in your spirit. And when I say it, you're saying it.